It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
41-yard line.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 47-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Eric Armstead.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Winds up and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Curtis Samuel, 65 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Because are you on the mic still?
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Yeah, you on the mic, I was going to say.
On 1st down, Drake. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I ain't got nobody though.
I think
like,
you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back there and throw it every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
I didn't know if we could do anything.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season, ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns. The second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hold on.
From the gun, Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that.
I ain't got nobody on my team right now. I did, nigga. You're late. The fuck is this? Oh. All my niggas is slow right now, bro.
You got a nigga with 92 speed, Jamerson. Okay, now get out of there.
Frankly, I think it was the only play.
I'll do this shit next game, bro. I'll do it all next game,
Just
bro.
chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
I ain't got time for it. It's a delay, bro, and I don't know what I'm doing off the dribble, so.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Give me that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about.
Bro, this nigga's on lock, bro. This nigga's on lock, literally.
In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver.
This
Make sure
nigga's
you have a
slow.
second guy in the vicinity to try and cover it.
They'll give him a yard.
Man, this nigga's slow,
That's gonna
bro.
make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
For the 49ers.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Pissing me off, bro. This nigga is
And
trash.
this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the
wasn't
line,
right
the
there.
Cardinal offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an
Oh
interception
my
last
God, bro, this shit is fake.
It's a foot race. 20.
Like, how did he bounce
Deep
off?
into San Francisco territory.
Come on, bro, for
A
real.
big play there on the option. 67 yards on the ground.
Nigga bounce off the
From the
line like
13
that,
now, they
nigga.
work on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Murray caught left side. Williams. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
3-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Buda Baker with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
By the Cardinals.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Murray's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain
The
of
49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 17. 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half.